All right. This is not something I have planned. It just came up as word is coming to me. It is coming to me like within minutes and a couple hours. I'm getting it as soon as possible. This is huge. American Girl closing its corporate offices in Middleton. And this is huge because that was their headquarters. That was where it all goes down and started, basically. So, according to two sources familiar with the matter, there are about 30 employees who will be impacted by this decision, with exit dates ranging from Friday, February 16th. In other words, people will be leaving, they will be unemployed from Middleton, Wisconsin at American Girl headquarters as soon as tomorrow, which is tomorrow's Friday, the 16th. Um, So that yeah, there people will start leaving, exiting, starting as early as tomorrow, all the way through the early part of September of this year. In a statement, um, now a Mattel spokesperson has confirmed the closure, saying the decision was being made to centralize American Girl's positions in Middleton, including brand marketing, product design and development, public relations, and creative services positions to the company's headquarters in El Segundo, California, to further align the company's talent, their drive innovation, and improve efficiencies. I mean, this is huge. A current employee also says a small team of corporate functions will be able to continue remotely, something that the company confirmed. Now, on Thursday afternoon, that was today, this afternoon, there will not be any changes to the company's distribution center in DeForest. They said they expressed their deepest gratitude for the position impact their team has made on the brand and in the community. Their contributions and service remain an important and lasting part of the American Girl legacy. So, American Girl is more than just a brand, it's a legacy. Remember that. It's important because it's been out for decades. A Mattel spokesperson said, that's what someone from Mattel said as part of a statement confirming the closure. American Girl was founded in Middleton in 1986. The company was sold to Mattel in 1998. So, aside from that, this month, again, an investment group. This is a group of people who are investors with Mattel. Um, they have shares in Mattel. They urge the company to sell off American Girl and Fisher Price. I've already spoken about this. I've already told you about this, so I'm giving you more tea and what's going on with that if you haven't already heard so already. They wanted them to sell it. They want to sell it off, get rid of it because it was sagging stock prices. Um, Anyway, as I told all of you earlier, that is the breaking news. That is what's happening right now with American Girl. Um, And again, I had sort of predicted change was coming earlier. I think later last year, I said change is coming to American Girl. I had already said that, which, it is what it is. But I've been in the American Girl doll world for over a decade myself. So, with that being said, it's kind of like once you've been doing what I've been doing with American Girl, and then I see changes in American Girl, as in their design. When I started seeing the eyebrow changes and then the painted eyelashes, things that had little similarities to what I've been doing for a long time that had been trending and considering to be what was to lead up. So now it's going to where the big company is, which I did tell all of you last year that I had, found out about people switching. There were people who were teaming with Barbie. Someone from Barbie team ended up being put in with American Girl. They probably went there, checked it out, and they said, you know what? We need to bring all of the companies together. So instead of having them separately, they can have them all together. But this is very, very huge because the American Girl corporate office. has been located in Middleton since 1986. I mean, there are people that have donated years of their life at American Girl, and only 30 of those people will no longer be working at American Girl, which means other ones will be able to work from home or they will be moving to California. Hi, Luxie. Thank you for joining. So, if y'all have not seen this on your news, if you haven't seen it in the headlines, look for it because it's coming. I knew it was going down. I told you that we were going to see when I saw before Christmas all of the collector American Girl dolls. They did so many collector versions at $300. And when the Barbie version of an American Girl doll, when she sold out within an hour, less than an hour, oh no, I knew it was going to be bigger. That was a test of it. So they're bringing it all home. I think Mattel is, like I said, because of what happened with Barbie, I told all of you that there were going to be um, huge changes coming. So, I mean, if you choose to follow and, take up other people's stuff who have started collecting American Girl for a minute, that's fine. But I'm someone that's been with American Girl and with what they do for years. Um, so, um, yeah, but so what do I think about this? Well, I think it's good. It means that American Girl will now be relocating to the home place. Basically, I'm calling it the home place of American Girl because they're going to where Barbie is, where Barbie's being designed, where Barbie is designed and everything. And which means that they basically cleared out an entire floor. Now, Mattel is like a tower. The company itself is a tower. And for them to take one whole floor, basically, that's going to be dedicated to having these people come up and do and everything. I told you, American Girl sales since 2016, sales started to go down. And because of that, I said something is about to happen because they don't want to get rid of that. It's a franchise that's worth keeping. It's a franchise that's worth investing and keeping. And I knew American Girl Well, I know Mattel, they do not want to get rid of American Girl. It is a beloved brand. And as I said the video previously, I said that they have the power to change it and make it better. I've always been good at predicting these things, and my predictions have always been correct. So as I predicted last week, here we are today. No, I predicted actually before Christmas. I was like, when I saw these collector dolls, I said they're aiming after the adult collectors. They're going to be moving American Girl into a different direction. But I thought that sales had dropped 51% since 2016. American Girl is $1 billion industry. American Girl itself is $1 billion brand. So before it was raking in about $3 billion a year, and it dropped down to like maybe 1 point something billion or 2 billion. And here it is. I told you last week something was getting ready to change. Here it comes. Here it is. Again, I also predicted last year that the American Girl Barbie that we saw was only one. There's going to be several. I also told you when we saw these first 3 Disney American Girl dolls, I said, "Yeah, this is the beginning." When I saw the collector ones and they sold out, I'm like, "Nope, they're gonna do a cheaper line that's coming out." What really shocked me was the fact that the dolls were only $125. Now, I say only $125. To many of you, that's a lot of money for a doll. Well, it depends. Like I said, I've been doing this for over a decade. I've been doing American Girl, studying American Girl, reading American Girl. I am an American Girl doll collector, repaint artist, designer. American Girl has been a huge part of my life for years. And if you want to call me a veteran doll artist in the American Girl world, that's fine. I'm proud to still be here and to be part of it. And I'm happy to be able to continue doing what I still do. I've been doing from the start. But I knew change was coming when I read that their sales had dropped 51%, and then investors wanted them to sell. When a toy company as big as Mattel is, okay, for me, Mattel is the number one toy company, is the company. Why? Because their biggest asset is Barbie. Um, and then you have American Girl. So for them now to take the Mattel headquarters, and now they're gonna take and they're gonna bring Kirsten is coming back. I can tell you definitely yes, because over a year ago, it's been a year and a half ago, maybe almost 2 years, I talked when I was on the phone with American Girl. I was not on American Girl. I wasn't talking to customer support. I wasn't talking to customer service, okay? I was talking to one of the bigger people at American Girl. I was giving them ideas of my own. And I told them that it's really important to have the historical dolls all back, all together. A new Native American line? No. I don't think there's going to be a line of Native American dolls. No. What I do think is, well, no, what I know is Kirsten is coming back. Um, but I also had told American Girl that their historical collection, it has enriched the lives of young girls since 1986. It's very vital and important to the history of American Girl to maintain and establish their collectors, the adults who used to be kids who grew up with American Girl, to keep reminding them what it was that they loved about American Girl. An historical American Girl boy, I think that's possible. I think that's possible. That would be very good. Mm. But I cannot say yes or no to that, and I cannot say how I know these things. So, many people who have been with me for years know I made predictions. I even when I did a doll design and the doll looked exactly like Girl of the Year Grace a year before Grace even came out. And someone had come in and said, "Oh my God, you designed Grace before she ever came out because of a custom doll I did." That was how she looked. She looked like Grace. Grace, Girl of the Year was when they first started doing little elements like what I do. They gave the doll glossy lips. Ew, Dixie. I heard that. A doll from 1995 will come. Um, I think that, well, not yet, no, because we have the two twins who are from the 90s and they represent kind of like the 90s era. So for 1995 to be embedded into their area would make sense. They could do that. And I don't know what was going on in 1995. To be honest with you, if you ask me who was the biggest artist or singer or song of 1995, I could not give you an answer because I have no idea. And that's the truth. Um, but um, with the historicals, I told them I think that having the original historical dolls is very vital and important for American Girl line. Even though if they may not sell as well, they're available to remind the ones who grew up with them that we're here. It's kind of like your favorite Barbies you had as a kid. You know, they were your best friends. With the girls who grew up with American Girl dolls, they were their best friends. I think it's important for Mattel to have Barbie dolls and American Girl dolls to remind adults of their childhood, of made them happy, what made them feel good. Because a toy, as a child, gives you a feeling, an emotion, a connection. I think that's why I still, have a soft place in my heart for American Girl. I think best friend, I think it's possible, but not anytime at this moment. What they're focusing on is getting the sales back up because they need to make their investors happy. When a toy company has people who are investing thousands and millions of dollars into their company, and then yes, there will be an Aurora doll in the princess line. There will you must understand the Disney princess dolls that came out last year that were collector dolls, those were collector editions. The current ones that are available, they are not collector editions. These are mass produced dolls. That is why they are priced at $125. Now, if you notice, the dolls went from 118 to 115. So your basic dolls are 115. Truly Me, um, and the historicals at 115. So they went down $3. Then these Disney Princess line, because remember, Mattel got the license for Disney Princesses. They did three. They're a hit. I'm telling you, they're selling. They are selling. And with that being said, that's it. This is something they've had been discussing. This was something part of that change. And, you know, they don't want to let that brand go. They want to get it going back up. The Bitty Twins, the Bitty Twins, Bitty Twins, Bitty Twins. Oh, yeah, you could do that. Probably just end up buying. Mine have not arrived yet. Now this is the thing. When I order a doll from American Girl, it takes longer for me to receive mine because it goes through like an inspection. So many of you have probably noticed that I ordered Ariel. It takes a little longer because they have someone who processes my orders differently. Um, my stuff is processed differently, not like average person, basically. That's the best way I can describe that because I can't say this or I can't say that. So I have to keep it at limited, a limit. What you can expect is that American Girl will maintain the characters that all of the collectors and fans love best to keep going you full circle. That was something I had talked to them about, and that was being able to keep things full circle, reminding people of their childhood, being able for them to share a doll from their own childhood with their kid or their grandkid or their niece or whatever family, because this way they original one put up and then just buy a newer one for them. But this is what really gets intriguing is the fact that this is huge. Um, like little houses on the prairie. Is that a joke? I'm sorry, I have to ask that because I'm thinking you're making me think of Holly Hobby or something like that. No. Um, no. Right now, this is what the focus is for American Girl. Now, if American Girl sales go back up to half of what they used to be, if they go up 35% or 30% within this year, if they jump up 30% within a year, and if American Girl can get those sales back up to what they were when in my first years of designing, repainting American Girl dolls, um, yeah, we can expect that. But see, American Girl started downsizing the friends and all of that stuff. Sales and dropping and dropping. Um, and so this is why when their investors, the people who are investing money into their company, get a point where they're telling them either they're basically they were telling them to sell it off, to sell off two of their brands. They're telling them to sell off American Girl, sell off Fisher Price. You know, that's when Mattel has an emergency. Basically, them, their designers, their whole team, they have an emergency meeting ASAP. Like, what do we do? This is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. Da, 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 da. Boom. What they do? They're going to shut down the home office in Middleton, and now it's going to Mattel. In other words, they have an entire floor that has been cleared and is now prepared for this move. Because, like I just said, starting tomorrow, employees will start leaving um, the home base for American Girl, the where it all started, where all of the big stuff goes down. That is now leaving. You're shutting it down. They're taking it to home. They're taking it to Mattel. In other words, if they don't have a separate building that they've already got ready at Mattel, it's going to the Mattel Tower on a whole floor of its own, and that is where people would be moved. Everything would be set up to be redesigning. When I started seeing these new dolls come out, and these new dolls, the new Disney princess dolls, they've got the arched eyebrows like I do. They got the eyelashes. They got the different color lips. They got the glam. I knew what was going to happen. But also, one thing I remember telling American Girl was, um, it's in Elsa, California. American Girl will no longer be in Middleton, Wisconsin. Bye. Bye. It's going. Middleton, Pennsylvania. Oh, well, imitation. Well, the shipping place is going to stay there. Where they ship from will stay there. But where they do their design, the original home of American Girl will no longer be there. It's going to Mattel. It's going to California. Yep. But I remember telling them it was important that they could reach out to a younger audience, and that means you got to get a little glam. It is. I agree. Same time. Yeah. Yep. So I don't know. I think we can expect. You can really expect a huge change come to American Girl. Big changes are coming. It started with Disney princesses, but it's going to get bigger. I mean, this is when your sales have dropped 51%. That's more than half of what it used to be. And then when your investors are saying they're telling you to sell it off, get rid of it, that's when redesign comes in. The biggest word in a company when it comes to a toy is redesign. And that's what's about to go down with American Girl. American Girl is getting a redesign. We can probably expect a lot of different things going to happen. But the most important thing I said to them was having the historical line and keeping it as original as possible. This way, you do not lose um, that history where so many people have bonded with those original characters. That way, they're there. But the truly me and Girl of the Year. Remember, I told y'all all of this a while back. I've told y'all this. Girl of the Year should be Girl of the Year should have a different face mold from other dolls. Um, and then, the Truly Me doll line, they're doing it. They've done it. They're glamming it up. That's what sells. But also Barbie needs that same thing because the dolls from the movie and dolls that represented characters in the movie and things like that, they sell pretty well. But keeping those sales up, that's where everything is getting flip-flopped. So, get ready. So for those of you who are American Girl doll collectors, get ready, change is coming. Um, get ready for that. Also, get ready for another name change on my channel. I did it last night. I didn't get to bed till 3 o'clock, and then I was like, "Oh God, why did I do that? I have to wait 14 days before I can change it again." So bear with me, all right? I'm a work in process. Yeah. Um, but there will be more Disney princesses. This is only the first batch, the first three. They're gonna be doing other ones at 125. I know. Because it's like even myself, over the years, you know, all of us in general as human beings, we we continue to grow. We continue to change based on a daily basis. The way we think, the way we feel, our emotions, all of those continuously change. With that being said, change is something that American Girl has to keep up with as well. Um, because they want most ideas that come from 3 are regrettable. Yes, I know. Too late. I already did it. I mean, it's done, and so I'm sure y'all know this. Superstar designs or something. I don't know what in the world I was thinking. I did that. I did that. Anyway, it's gonna change again, so we'll handle it later. I guess it's like American Girl. This is a huge, huge change for that brand. I mean, this is again, a $1 billion brand that's going to have to undergo an extreme makeover, rebranding. They're rebranding it. They have to, if they want to keep it. So this is it. That's shutting down the headquarters and making Mattel its headquarters. I think it's exciting. I'm excited. Now, I'm not excited about the 30 people who are going to be losing their jobs. So if any of those 30 people, 30 people, I swear it sounded like I said 30 people. I meant it's supposed to sound like 30. So my English, when I talk, I'm not very clear sometimes. Forgive me. Um, I do feel bad about the 30 employees who will lose their jobs. But when a company has to come to crunch time to do something, that's what happens. I hope it's not people who watch me because I do know I have fans at the American Girl headquarters and that like my content, and that's good. It's good to have that because I'm not someone who just comes on YouTube doing reviews. I started this trend of repainting your American Girl doll. Imagine what American Girl would be like if I hadn't have done that. People wouldn't have known that they could. Well, I think someone would have eventually done it, but when I started, nobody was doing it. Um, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. Oh God, I would love to be a designer for American Girl. Oh my gosh. Let me design the look of one of these specialty dolls. See, I wanted to do that with VIE. At VIE, I had talked years about, oh my God, we do a special holiday version of Alexis where I'm talking extravagant look with the hair, the face paint, and clothing. I wanted to do a holiday version of Alexis, but the thing is, you got to have your sales up at a certain level to accomplish that. But what American Girl did the end of last year with all those collector dolls at $300 a doll was incredible because they sold. And that's when they knew adult collectors in the American Girl doll world, especially when I did that Barbie one. I'm sorry, everyone's asking me, did I get that? No, I did not. Why am I going to pay $300 for a doll that's based off stuff that I create on a daily basis of painting? I thought one of my viewers, I noticed the wing eyeliner was very similar to one of my younger viewers who does their own type of American Girl doll repaint. Well, hello, darling, Miss Paris. But this is going to be interesting. So they're going to be moving the majority of stuff. Golly, that's going to be something. Because most likely they're either going to rent an 18-wheeler truck or two or three, and they're going to move the stuff from there, from Middleton, all the way to El Segundo, California. And I'm pretty sure there's a whole floor at Mattel headquarters that's going to be set up for American Girl. It's basically going to be Barbie and American Girl holding hands. Do you know what that means? Do you all know what this means? You don't, do you? Remember the styling head they did for Julie, the Barbie styling head for Julie? That means that we might get little Barbie-sized dolls for certain American Girl dolls. Hello, hello. So, yeah, we're gonna see a lot of that. Um, this is gonna be quite interesting. This is gonna be quite interesting. Oh my God, but what I think is absolutely that baffles me is that everything that I told all of you in previous videos 2 years ago, I basically told you all of this. No, not a Barbie historical line. No, no, they're not gonna do Barbies to go with, the historical dolls. Wait, mm, I'm trying to think of the years for the historicals. Maybe the 90s dolls, the 90s, the 2 twins from the historical 90s line, they might get a couple Barbies, a few little mini Barbies to go with them. I could see that. But no, not for all of them. What I mean is that you're gonna see possibly, a, what do you call that? A collaboration of American Girl and Barbie come together? Yeah. You can see well, it's already happened. They did an, American Girl Barbie doll, a Barbie American Girl, or whatever you wanna call that, combination where they came together. You can see more of that. I told you, you will see more of that. And with American Girl headquarters moving to California to where Mattel is, hello, that's the home base for Barbie. Now it's gonna be the home place for American Girl as well. Yeah, you can expect a lot of changes. A lot. Like I said, when a company has its investors asking them to sell a brand that they own, that means redesign. They will keep the originals, I think, but Kirsten's coming back. Yeah, Kirsten will come back to the line. It's time for her to come back. I think she'll come back in, okay, never mind. I don't think. She will come back in a cute new dress. And she was that little house on the prairie looking little girl, you know? And I never got her, so I might end up getting her. I look forward to getting her. But right now I have a Truly Me 125 on my eyes. That's what I have on my list right now. But I'm not ready. I'm not gonna get it right now. Um, so anyhow, that's the tea. That's the real deal. This is huge. It's going to be talked about for a while. Look out because other people who do openings and things like that, they're going to follow right behind me talking about it. So look for their videos to show up probably tonight or tomorrow after that. So it's coming. They're going to be giving you their ideas and things like that. And this could probably sound similar to mine. But again, like I said, I have had direct communication, um, over a year and a half to 2 years ago with, someone at headquarters who's not customer service, and I gave ideas on what to do, so we'll see what happens. Oh god, I gave them all this free advice, and it was for free. Why? They won't be cutting me a check. But anyway, that's what's gonna happen, you'll see, look forward to it. You'll enjoy it. So yeah, it's coming. Right, Kurta Matana? Oh, my little poochie poochie. Um, so let me see. What I also told Mattel last year at Barbie Convention was about they need a retro play line of Barbie. They need a retro play line, which I've already talked to y'all about that. I've already said that over and over more than once. So that's already been said. So for all you collectors, are you ready? Now, the changes, first of all, they have to get moved, they have to get settled, and they have to make strategic changes. There are so many things that are going to be up for debate. Once the move is done, they have to look at a way to get their sales up, cost cut, sales up, um, but also maintaining the integrity and the quality, but also creating new ideas. They knew the things in my head. And I've already gave them samples of all kind of stuff in my head. You'll see American Girls end up looking like the dolls that I paint. So anyhow, that's the tea for the day. That is it. That is all the tea for today. So enjoy.